All right, day 22, Radville BMX 30-day, 30-bike old school BMX challenge. We're down here on the island, beautiful Saturday evening. Weather's awesome. That storm passed through yesterday, and just a little cloudy today, but it's a beautiful evening here. Great breeze coming off the river and just out into the bay. So we're gonna get into it and show you a little scenery along with the lineup today. So here we have, and not sure with the color if the sunlight is kind of washing it out, so we'll get some close-ups in there. But we're looking at a 1985 GT Performer, and this is in actually orange. Now, whether this is original, I don't think that it came from the factory orange, but I do think that it got an orange coat thereafter, as in at least 30-year-old paint. Don't see any colors underneath of it, but yeah, just not aware of this being a factory color. In fact, it's the only one I've seen like this, and so, but I don't want to make a statement that it's original, because I'm not aware of this being a factory color. But it is a GT Performer, and it's got the decals look to be original. So whether it came from the factory or was just painted thereafter, my guess is it was just done to add a little color to the lineup for that particular year. So really glad to share this with you today. Let's go through it. So from the ground up, we got the Tioga Compe. Those are street tires on there. Real nice. Had a chance to ride on those a little earlier, and they're definitely great. One thing that's awesome about the old school tires, while you know they're tough to find and got to be careful, it really just gives that feel. You know, it takes you back to the 80s of the way the bike was meant to be ridden. So 20 by 175s with the street tread, gotta love it. Inside the tan gum walls on the orange tires are a set of orange Skyway 5-spoke, and these are original orange. These are great. You can see the decals inside the rim where you put the tube, and just a sign of the original Skyways. So loving these, are super nice, freewheel. Moving on up to the midsection, got 175 crankset on there with Shimano pedals, and cross chainring with a very old chain as well. Moving up through the midsection, got the GT 85 seat clamp with the GT coin decal seat post laid back, and GT BMX stamped seat. In the rear, we got a set of Dia comps, and you'll see the cabling job. This is again why I think it's an original. I think this bike belonged to somebody that rode it, enjoyed it, definitely got some beauty marks on it. But I love how they did the cable. So it's coming off the rotor, and that was there. So just went ahead and finished it and laced it back up and put the rotor back in play. Probably a little early for the rotor, but you know, it would have been common to retrofit your bike back in the day with the rotor once that came out. Moving up front, we got the Tioga Compe street tread again with the orange Skyway mags, and Dia Compe in the front, freestyle. So it's coming down through the Potts mod. Epoch headset with the white plastic cap, and it's got the spring loaded on the inside, keeping that headset nice and tight. And of course the rotor, and that's an ACS stem, so it's actually got the rear and the Potts mod coming through it. And I think that's a little bit later as well for an 85, but worked really well. The bearing cups, the headset cup, actually has the rotor built into the cup. You know, so it's one of the cups that have the rotor cable guide. So it just made sense to go ahead and use the ACS stem for it and just route it up. And then on the stem, on the bars, we actually got a set of GT Pro Series bars. So these would be more racing bars. Probably see these more on an 84 GT Pro Performer, but not uncommon to see them on an 85 GT Performer. Just liked them, fit good, got a good drag to them. set of AME grips in white, brand new out of the bag. Actually started to put a pair of OG orange AME grips, and felt like it was just good to give it a little contrast, just break it up a little bit. The orange just seemed a little bit too much, so went ahead with the white instead. And 1/28 on the front and rear levers, locking, and then the cable is with black housing, mainly because the rotor was already housed from the bottom of the rotor back to the brake, and just kept it consistent and went ahead and did the same on the front. So all in all, this bike is a real timepiece. Real happy to share it with you today. Definitely give this an 8, as far as GT performers go. Everybody's bullish on Pro Performer and the World Tour, but the reality is in '85, they all had the same frame and fork, 4130 chrome moly, and it just had to do with the accessories. So kept this in the form of the Performer style, but real happy with this. This is a great bike, and we're going to ride around a little bit more today. We got some extra footage for you today. Weather's so nice, able to get outside, and we'll add that into the quick edits for you. So thanks so much for tuning in. This is day 22, Radville BMX 30-day 30 bike old school BMX challenge. Definitely some more treats in store for you, so thanks to you all for subscribing and tuning in. We really appreciate it, and take care. Have a great evening.